everybody, Lisa here from Primps on Greenway. Today is Thursday, May 18th, 2023. How did that happen? This is definitely overdue Flosstube. I last recorded probably 6 or more weeks ago. Things here are always a little crazy between working and crafting projects and trips and visits and picking up kids from college and all those things. So here we are on Thursday, and I decided to sit down and do a quick floss tube before heading out the door to work. So first things first, I have a ton of thank yous. I have a ton of things to show you. There's a lot of deliciousness coming your way. So get your stitching, sit down and relax, and feel free to watch in segments, but we will get underway. First things first, I do want to thank the Silver Stitcher, Lisa. Last time, if you remember, I had heard the grapevine that Blackbird's Octopus's Garden was going out of print, and Lisa so generously offered to send me the pattern, which was so sweet of her. It arrived last week, and it arrived with a surprise. Yes, a project bag. So let me show you the beauty of this project bag. Check this out. Isn't this awesome? This is so spring summery. I don't have very many project bags, so you can bet this is going to get used. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And inside is, you know what? Octopus's Garden. Now, I don't know for sure, but again, I've heard murmurings that this might go back in print, which would be great for everybody, for sure. So look at this gorgeousness. Now, one of these days, I'm going to do the whole mystery series. I have done one. I'm trying to think the name of it. Eleanor Rigby. So I've done one. I believe there's 5. So I would have 4 more to go. And I want you all to know I have not forgotten about a Blackbird Palooza. I do plan on doing one sometime over the summer. I'll get all my Blackbirds together and we'll do a Palooza. But thank you, Lisa, for this awesome project bag and beautiful pattern. That was so sweet of you. I so appreciate it. Everybody needs to go over and give her some love on her Flosstube channel, the Silver Stitcher, and she also has an Instagram, so definitely check it out for sure. All right, that is first. Second, I want to start some shout outs to some Instagram friends. The first one is my friend Denise Schofield. Her Instagram goes by her name. Last name is spelled S-C-H-O-F-I-E-L-D. Denise Schofield. The reason you're going to want to head right over there is because Denise is a multi-crafter, multi-needleworker. She has done some cross-stitch, quilting, wool applique, and rug hooking. And she might do more. These are, punch needle. Oops, how did I forget that? And she might do beyond that. I don't know. But lately, she has been posting some of these luscious projects for sale. So you're going to want to check it out. She posts them randomly. They're absolutely gorgeous and very reasonably priced. So subscribe to Denise Schofield for sure. You won't regret it. Next, I'm sure y'all follow her, but I just have to mention her again because she is such a prolific Instagram poster, and that is Vicky from Needlework Press. And every single post is pure deliciousness. So definitely run over there. Make sure you're a follower of that Instagram. Next is my friend Maggie Bononomy. If you are not following her on Instagram, you are also missing out. She is perfectly prim, and her Instagram handle is mturnips, M-T-U-R-N-I-P-S. So definitely go over there and follow her. Another 2 people that maybe you haven't heard of These two, I don't believe, maybe they do some cross stitch. I don't know that for sure. I do know for sure they're wool applique and punch needle, but they might sprinkle in some cross stitch also. The first one is Doreen Frost. She is from Vermont. Years ago, she held a punch needle class in her home, which is absolutely adorable. It's like a small cabin, and it's beautiful. And her Instagram channel is Doreen Frost VT for Vermont. So DOREENFROST VT. Definitely get over there, follow. You're not going to regret it. And the very last one is a gal who's also coming to my retreat in October in Rochester with Hobby House. And this is Teresa Miller. She is also extremely prim. She also often vends, and I believe she sells online too. Teresa's Primitive Treasures. Her husband is a woodworker. Definitely head over to her Instagram. You will get a good sense of the type of things she does. Her Instagram is Prim Crafter, PRIMCRAFTER, Prim Crafter. And if anybody is interested in getting details regarding my retreat this October, please leave a message below and I'll be happy to contact you. We still have a few spaces available. I have definitely not done as much personal crafting since I saw you last because I've been working very hard on retreat items. I am giving this, co-hosting this retreat with Michelle of Under the Woolen Willow. We are making handmade goods for each and every attendee. So it is a big project. I am enjoying it. My friend Gail is giving me lots of help. My son the other day gave me some help also. But this is going to be a very, very special, very different retreat from any that you've ever attended. There will be 5 designers. The cost of the retreat includes 2 classes. Now, these are full classes. These are not just handing out a project and you're done. These are actually teaching you different techniques and either getting a very good start on the project. In some cases, in some of the classes, you will complete the project. But it is going to be amazing. As I said, you're going to be receiving handmade gifts from Michelle and I that are partial make and takes, but they're mostly done for you. And there will be a very, very special swag gift, a large swag gift with some smalls, also handmade, very special, nothing you've seen before at any other retreat. In addition to that, I will be hosting a basket bonanza type thing where we're going to have handmade goods as well as kits, etc. The proceeds from that basket bonanza will be going to a children's charity in Rochester known as Ronald McDonald House. I have already completed one of my projects. I think I showed it on my last video. It's a larger Maggie Bonotomy, and I plan on making a couple more projects. My friend Gail has already made a project. It's a cross-stitching project, and she has donated lots of kits to this event. Each designer will be donating also. If you've forgotten the list of the designers, 1 is Maggie Bonotomy, 2 is Teresa from Teresa's Prim Treasures. I should say Maggie's doing wool applique. Teresa is actually doing embroidery. Her project is out of this world and includes one of her husband's handmade boxes. Wowza. Okay. We also have Kathy Barrick and Liz Matthews. That will be punch, needle, and cross stitch. We have Beth Seal of Summer House Stitch Works, and we have Leanne Van Leyen. She is bursting on the scene of reproduction samplers. She is from Canada, just over the border from New York, and we are thrilled to have her come down and join us. So please, if you have not signed up, there is a few spots left. It's going to fill quickly, so get over to the Hobby House website, click on classes and events, and we're right there, and you can get your name on that list. This is going to be an absolute amazing retreat. And I totally forgot to mention that we're also going to have a lecturer. Yes, Susan Stanley is flying from across the country to give us a lecture. And if you're not following Susan Stanley, head over there right now and subscribe to her Flosstube. She is amazing. The things she shares about historic needlework, words cannot express. And she's coming live to give us a lecture at this retreat. So this is an action-packed retreat between the classes, the swag, the handmade make and takes, the designers, Susan Stanley, the basket bonanza, all meals included, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at a gorgeous hotel, visits to Hobby House. Ask Brenda and Laura. They've been to this hotel. It's called the Woodcliff. They've been to Hobby House. This is going to be outstanding. So please get over there and sign up. Time is running out. Seats are running out. Thanks, guys. All right. What else? Oh, I do want to give one more shout out. This is a newer Flosstube. I think it was Carol Saltbach Stitcher that might have sent me her way. And her name is Sarah, and it's Sarah Stitchy Spot. And she is very sweet. I was thrilled to go over there and meet her, seeing that our main jobs are very similar. Put it that way. So yeah, head over and check her out also. All right, so I want to start with my fully finished objects. I'm going to be inserting two little videos here. One is my word of the year. And our April prompt was to make a banner from our word of the year. And I did that. And I used one of Rebecca Smith's patterns. This is from Seasons of Wool Applique Folk Art. And I did not do it exactly as called for. I kind of did my own spin on it. This is called Sewing in the Seed Time. And she kind of made a pocket type thing with these little triangles. But I chose this first triangle, if you can kind of see it there. And I chose the second triangle. And I used those for a banner. I put them on either end. And in the middle, I put my word simplify. And I will insert a video. Hello, everybody. Here we are in my mudroom. Probably sounds a little echoey in here, but it is a beautiful sunny day here in upstate New York. As you can see out my French door windows. It is chilly, however. I took my walk this morning and I think it was 28. So sunny, but chilly. And if I pan down, you can see one of my chickens hanging out outside. They love it. As long as it's sunny, they're happy as little clams. So the reason I'm here is I want to show you my banner for Word of the Year. If you remember, my word is simplify, and the April prompt was to make a banner. And I realize it's kind of dark. That's because the sun's coming in behind it, but I'm going to try to get a little closer. But just so you can see the whole thing, I've hung it here in my mudroom. It says simplify in the middle, and then the two outer triangles are patterns from Rebecca Smith. And in my main video, I would have or will show you the patterns for those. But let me at least try to get a little closer so you can see. I even have the light on in this room, but still kind of hard to see. So that's pretty close to true to color. It's probably still slightly dark, but at least you can see the flowers on there. Beautiful wool applique. Rebecca Smith likes to do some embellishments, not a ton, but some. And you can see how cute that is. And then I'm gonna just swing over to the letters S-I-M-P, L-I-F-Y for simplify, and I'm gonna try to get this last one for you. There we go. That one's more just kind of greenery. I'm sorry if it's shaking a little bit. That's because my arm is completely outstretched. Let me come back a little bit for you. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with the outcome of this banner. It greets me every time I come in and makes me smile. So I thought I would share with you. This was the April Word of the Year prompt. Okay, didn't that come out cute? I was so thrilled with that, so thrilled with that. And it was so easy. I don't know if it took me 3, 4, sit down crafty sessions to finish it up, but I was thrilled with it, and it looks so cute in my mudroom. And every time I come in and it greets me, it just makes me smile. And it reminds me to simplify. Yes, it reminds me every day. So I love it. And then the second banner you're seeing behind me, if you remember last time I had Christmas cards hanging there, and now I have a combo paper and fabric banner that I made up there. And I also made a separate video for that, and I will insert it here. Here I am in my kitchen. If you recall, last video I mentioned I wanted to take down my Christmas cards and make a new banner. And this is what I came up with. This is a combination paper and fabric. It is scrapbooking paper on the bottom and a fabric kind of rectangle on the top. I used pinking shears on the fabric, and I inked up the edge of the paper and I hung it with some seam binding. So let me see if I can get a little closer. I think it fits the genre of my very prim house. And I'm gonna try to, that's about as close as I can get because I'm a shorty, but I'll go along so you can see the different fabrics. Most of these fabrics are from Barry, Stitch Folk. She uses these fabrics to make her bags, and she saves the offcuts for me. Thank you, Barry. And look at how beautiful they are. I'm sure y'all have bags with these fabrics. Look at how cute. And I did make one of these for Barry, which she posted on Instagram. I actually, on top of hers, put her word of the year, which is frame. No, I take that back. I apologize. It's focus. Oops, sorry, Barry. It's focus. So there you go. So I made 2 of them because I have 2 little arches here in the kitchen. And these are super duper easy to make. Super duper easy to make. And let me step back. And so today's giveaway is going to be one of these banners. I'm going to make it this exact size, so there will be 7 little flags. I will not be including the hanging material, so you'll have to provide that. It could be a piece of string, a piece of seam binding, a ribbon, twine, multiple things, whatever you have on hand. Don't buy something, whatever you have on hand. This is extremely prim, so you just feed them through. There's little holes on each end, and I will send this banner off to you. So in the comment, please use the word banner, B-A-N-N-E-R. Perfect, perfect, guys. And as I said in the video, don't forget the giveaway. It's going to be a banner, a 7 flag banner. I will send your way. You will have to provide the ribbon, string, twine to hang it, but I will send a full banner for you that you can hang somewhere in your house to bring a little Crimson Greenway your way. So be sure to put in the comments banner, B-A-N-N-E-R. So there you go. Now I'm going to move on to my FOs. So these are just finished but not fully finished. And these 2 items are cross-stitch projects. I know you remember that this year is my year of the Abecedarian. I am doing the 12 Abecedarian series from Blackbird Designs. This is an older series. Some of the patterns are out of print and some are not. I have done one in January, February, March, and now I've finished April and May, so I have 2 to show you. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that I can continue to march monthly and have these done. We'll see how that goes, because some of them are, I feel these two I'm showing you are fairly stitch heavy, even though they're not very big. But some of the ones down the line are even more stitch heavy, although they're not very big. These are all samplers, all original samplers. I am enjoying stitching them for sure. And as I said, I'm crossing my fingers, hoping that I can complete my goal of doing 12 for the year. I've got 5 of the 12 done, so I'm doing pretty okay. So, pardon the reach, but they're over this way. Okay, so the one I did for April was called Rosy Morning. Rosy Morning. I know it's hard with the sunlight here. Maybe that's a little better. Rosy Morning. This is one of the out of print ones. It's got gorgeous colors. Oh, I loved the reds and the pinks, and then the house is kind of a bluish greenish type color. So there's the pattern, and let me show you how it came out. Here we are. Oops, I gotta put something behind that. Let me put this. Oh, that's kind of big. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Let me use this. I'm going to use my book. I think that's going to work. Here we are. Okay, let me get over here. Maybe I blocked the sun a little bit. So here it is. Rosy Morning. It is absolutely adorable. I love, love, love these colors. And this was stitched on a Dixie hand-dyed fabric called Snickerdoodle. The color is not showing up very well here at all. This color is, oops, maybe that was, oops, let me get this on a little bit better. I think that was a better representation of this color. It has some modeling, and it's, I don't know, kind of a peachy, I don't know, peachy brown maybe? Tanny, peachy brown, something like that. I mean, I think that's a pretty good representation of the color. All of these have some personalization on them. This one is to my parents. My last one was to my in-laws. If you see, there's, yeah, this is not going to work too well. Right here, there's an F, and over on the other side is an N. That's for my parents, Francis and Norbert. And it's hard to see, but in the vase is their year they got married, which was 1952. If you go on my Instagram, you can actually see it much better, but it is tough to see. Maybe you can pick up on that there. So this one is dedicated to my parents. And after I posted this on Instagram, Dixie from Dixie hand-dyed fabrics contacted me, said a lot of people were requesting to order some Snickerdoodle. And so I know Dixie is on Facebook and also on Prim Stitcher Society on the Facebook group. So if you want to get in touch with her, you could probably do it through those media. But this Snickerdoodle really is cute. I wish it was showing up better than what it is here. It's getting blown out, but that's probably giving you a good representation of what the color looks like. So there we are. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. So I'm getting there. And then the next one I finished for the month of May. Where did I put it? Here it is. This one, oops, my working copy of the pattern's coming out. This one is also out of print, but the reason I chose it, as I said in the past, I'm not doing these in order. I don't know what number that was. That was number 9. This next one's number 10. I'm not doing them in order. Every month I just pick one that kind of speaks to me. And the reason I did this for May is because it's called Mother's Day. So yeah, very appropriate. So here's the pattern. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. This one, I think Alma made this represent her maternal line. I think she put her daughter's initials and then hers and her mom's, and all the way back, these initials, there's so many initials, and they even put dates on here too. goes back to 1675. Holy moly. I don't have my maternal line mapped back to 1675. And if you notice, they're all kind of over one initials with dates. I decided not to do that. I did put my daughter's initials here. I put mine, my mom's, her mom, and her mom's mom. And I did the bigger initials. I didn't put any dates, but I think I'll probably put that information on the back. So that's how I kind of adjusted it for myself. But a super cute pattern. It would be awesome if she put that back on the market, because who wouldn't like to stitch that and commemorate your maternal line? Now this fabric, I forget what the called for fabric was. I did not use the called for fabric. Let me grab it again so I can tell you. It was 30 count iced cappuccino by R&R. I did not use that. This is a 40 count tabby cat. Now, so many times I've heard Nicola talk about tabby cat linen and the fact that it's often heavily modeled. And so I got a small piece from Hobby House to give it a try. And it's kind of a greenish background, and the modeling is definitely kind of a brown, almost like a walnutty. And there's a section that's very modeled. And I have to say, I like it, except that the area that's really modeled, because it was a green thread that was going on there, it kind of washes it out a little. But that's okay. I gave it a try. I'm thrilled with the results. Let me show you. Maybe I should put this here like this. Oops. So here's my results. So you can see there's heavy modeling up there. With the sun coming in, you can actually see the stitching, but sometimes if you look at it straight on, it's hard to see and it kind of gets lost in there. But there you go. And so you can see here's my daughter's initials, MN. Here's my initials, LK. My mother is FK. And then her mom is FR, and her mom's mom is MV. So that's how I did mine. Thrilled with the results. These are lots of purples. Eggplant is the dark purple. There's kind of a reddish called Weathered Barn, which is very pretty. Of course, they love their greens. Sage and Schneckly is in here. Raspberry Frost is the light pink. In the middle of the flowers is Fawn. I don't think I've ever used Fawn before. And the border is also interesting. It oscillates from the sawtooths to, there's a lot of satin stitch. So I don't know if that's coming through. The middle of all the flowers is a little satin stitch, and inside these diamonds is satin stitch. Inside here is satin stitch. And inside the purple, you can't see here, but inside, maybe you can see a little, those big purple flowers, there's 3 eyelets on each one, but they're so hard to see because the purple's so dark. But it made for a very, very beautiful and interesting stitch. I loved it. Again, I wish this would come out because it's really a beautiful pattern. It's timeless. It really is timeless. I don't feel this is dated at all. And I think these patterns were from 2012 to 2014, somewhere in there. So, so there you go. There you go. I've got 5 done. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right. So moving right along. Whips. What do I have for whips? I have started another little Maggie, and this is going to be a small one. This is from her book, Pure and Simple. I think this is her latest book, and I think this is very readily available. Probably if you just go on Amazon, you can probably find it, but I think this is a very readily available book. It has gorgeous, look at these gorgeous patterns. This one is, in fact, what I did on the front of my cover for my, oh gracious, why do I always forget the name of this? My Book of Days. Oh my gracious, see? There it is. I used that pattern right there. Instead of making a pillow, I did my cover. I had to move my flowers a little bit. I couldn't make that one too droopy because of the space, but make them your own. Make them your own. There you go. So this is an awesome, awesome book. People who like B-skeps, like Anna from Stitch Roadies, she probably would love this. She does wool applique, that I know. Okay, so let me show you what pattern I'm working on. I didn't mark it. Gracious me. I know it's in the back. Here it is. This is what I'm working on. It's called Life is Good. Life is good. Life is good. This was interesting to do because the way Maggie does this, she actually cuts strips. They're all straight strips. All that is straight strips. And she just molds the strip to make a letter. So it's a little challenging, but I was able to do it. I have not fully finished this. This is a work in progress. I still have to stitch around the letters and I still have to make it into a pillow. But here it is. It's about the size of this book. So what is that? I don't know, 8 by 10, something like that. And here we are. And I turned my little O's a little bit more than she did to try to fit it on here. But it's supposed to be prim and rustic. And here it is. Life is good. So by the time I see you next time, this will be made into a pillow for sure. So cute as can be. Cute as can be. So there you go. There you go. That's my wool work in progress. And then I actually didn't bring my other cross stitch work in progress, but I've showed it a million times. It's Sarah Fletcher by Hands Across the Sea. Since I saw you last, I really haven't stitched on it. I was busy trying to finish those things. And as I said, I'm really working on my retreat projects. In fact, let me show you, I'll show you my book of days for my April. Oops, I got caught in here. Let me move that out of here. Okay, so here's my April. Here's my April. So there you go. It was pretty full. It was pretty full. Lots of working on retreat stuff. And some other things I'm going to talk about in just a minute. And here's my May so far. And really, every day in May, I worked on the Mother's Day. I wanted to get it done because I want to devote some more time to my retreat stuff. So every day is just Mother's Day, Mother's Day, Mother's Day, trying to finish it. It always takes longer than you expect. I just feel those blackbirds, they're just very stitch heavy. But that's okay. They do come out beautiful. They do come out beautiful. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. So let's see. The next thing I wanted to chat about is I labeled it fun. Fun. What fun did I have? Well, I got to visit with Merritt from the Just Because Buzz. And she was coming through the Rochester area. And so we met at Hobby House, spent about maybe an hour and a half or so together, which was totally awesome. And she brought me the most beautiful, beautiful, stitchy fun that you'd ever want to see. So I have to share it with you. I have it right here. It was in clear, kind of a clear cellophane bag. And it had this cute little enclosure, this little stripy red enclosure on it. But I've taken that off. And she put all these little goodies in a vintage sewing box she got in at an estate sale. Vintage sewing drawer, I should say, that she got in an estate sale. Look at how cute this is. So vintage. So prim. I love it. Filled with goodies. And she had them beautifully arranged. Of course, I've opened everything already. But let me show you what's in here. First is these beautiful, beautiful bag of buttons. You know I love buttons. Look at these green ones. Are these amazing or what? I'm telling you. And look at, I love the vintage, like cards they come on. I love these buttons. I'd be so hard pressed to actually use them because I love the little card. Look at these red ones. Oh my gracious. Is that amazing or what? Totally and completely amazing. Oh my gosh, Merritt. You are awesome. You are awesome. And then a beautiful bag of vintage spools. And I already have an idea for my May prompt that I might be using vintage spools for. That'll be on the next Flosstube. I haven't started it yet. I'm kind of formulating the idea in my head. If you want to, we'd love to have you participate. This is a Michelle from Under the Woolen Willow and myself who posts the first of every month a new prompt for Word of the Year. And so if you head over to either of our Instagrams, you will see it there. The May prompt is to either read a magazine or an article or listen to a podcast or something along those lines in the theme of your Word of the Year, which mine is simplify, and then to take an idea and transform it into an action that will bring you closer to what your goals are for the year. And then you're to take that action and use that word or grouping of words to create something. So I might be using these. We'll see how that works out. Next time around, you'll see. And then, oh my gracious, look at this. She made me a needle book. She cross-stitched a needle book. Look at this. She made an L for my name, Lisa. And look at how adorable this is. Holy guacamole. A cute little pocket and a nice little wool patch to put your needles. And look at that fabric. She told me this is vintage blackbird fabric. I know you're having a heart attack right now. I was too. I still am. And look at this beautiful ribbon. Absolutely love it. And she gave me some of the vintage blackbird fabric. Look at that. It's like a slice of newspaper. I love it. And she included a couple gorgeous, I think these are Kansas Troubles fabrics that are just beautiful. And look at how she put them together. I am telling you, you need to run over and watch her floss tube. She's a beautiful finisher. Everything to perfection. Merritt, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was awesome meeting you. I hope we get together again sometime. She is from Ohio. I travel to Ohio a couple times a year because my son attends Ohio State. And so maybe at some point we can connect again. And speaking of Ohio State, I went and picked my son up from Ohio State. And I made a whole trip of it because my husband couldn't make it because he had a doctor's appointment. So I was going on my own. So I said, I'm making a trip of this. My first stop, heading from upstate New York over to Ohio, was my friend Barry's house. Now, I've been virtual friends with Barry for probably the past year. And she recently moved from California to Ohio. And we got to meet in person also. So I got to meet two of my virtual friends in person pretty much in the same week. Amazing, amazing. Barry is also a sweetheart. We had so much fun. We spent the afternoon down in her sewing room where all the magic of the bags happen. And she knows that I've been a struggling quilter. And she says, we're going to sew and I'm going to teach you. And I said, okay. I said, but I want to bring my machine because I want to learn on my machine so that when I come home, I can reproduce. So we did some cutting, which I think I'm pretty good at. I think I got the whole cutting, the rotary cutter. I think I got that down pat. But I think we've discovered what my problem is. And I think it has to do with my sewing machine. My sewing machine is a Singer stylist. I think, or she thinks, this machine is probably more intended for sewing clothing than quilting. And so it's very, very difficult to get that precise 1/4 inch. And I think that's where the issue is. And I talked about possibly getting a new machine. And she has a, now I'm not going to remember the name of it. She has a separate Bernina, but the one she uses for her bags, Juki. I believe it's a Juki. And I've looked at them online. And then I even talked about, like Lori Holt has her little vintage featherweight. And then when I got home, or as I was driving home, it struck me. Years and years and years ago, I had an old machine. It was really heavy, and it was portable. It had a case to it, plastic case. And I think it's still up in my attic. I don't think it's a Singer, but it's one of those super heavy metal ones. And I bet it just does a straight stitch, just like a featherweight. And I think I'm going to get that out. I haven't done that yet. Again, I've been crazy busy. But I'm going to get that out, and I'm going to try that before I purchase anything and see how that goes, because that might be my answer. Anyways, getting back to my visit with Barry. First off, Poland, Ohio is just an adorable place. And that afternoon, we made a block. Let me put this on here so we can see it. We made a block. And she asked, well, what do you want to make? Let's make a quilt block. And I said, I've always wanted to make a red schoolhouse. So here we are, red schoolhouse. Is that beautiful or what? These are, of course, are all Barry fabrics. Look at how gorgeous these are. Now, these, believe it or not, she had a ton of books there. And we chose a book. And this was actually made with templates. We actually had to make plastic templates, which she said is old school. But you know what? I found it a load of fun. To me, it's kind of similar to wool applique. I found it a load of fun. Is this perfect? No. The size is, the size of the block, I think, is a good 1/4 inch off. Probably because the seams are not correct. But it's still beautiful. And I don't think I'll probably go on to make the full quilt, but I would like to go on to make more blocks and maybe make like a square or rectangular table scarf or something along those lines. So I think that's in my future. And Barry gave me some extra of these fabrics. Look at how gorgeous these fabrics are. Are these gorgeous or what? So I think that's going to be in my future. But I have to show you this book, because you know, when I left her house and went to my hotel room, I immediately got on Google and ordered this book. I've never heard of it before. It's called Stitches from the Schoolhouse. Look at this. Oh my gracious. You know I love project books. Project books are my favorite thing. I have all the Magabonomi's. I don't have all of Rebecca Smith's. I think she has 3 out, and I just have 2. I have some, what are those called? Oh, they're by Renee Nauerman. Oh, I forget the name of them now. I'm blanking on it, but they're more like project pamphlets. But this book, okay, you need to run on Google and find this book. There are so many cute projects. And Renee Plains, has anybody ever heard of Renee Plains? Is she still around? Because she's a genius, a prim genius. Yes, she is. So let me show you, I'm going to show you a couple of things in here. First off, we'll start with the red schoolhouse quilt. Look at this amazing quilt. Yes, it's gorgeous. Yes, it's gorgeous. Yes, it's gorgeous. I doubt I'd be doing the whole thing. Here's the whole thing. How cute is that? But wouldn't it be cute, as I said, just to kind of make a table scarf, maybe do another 3 or 4 of them or something like that. I think that's how I'm going to handle that. Look at, she has listed here sewing needfuls. It's a housewife. Look at these desks. Look at this. Look at that picture. I know you're drooling. I know you're pausing my video, and I know you're heading to Google right now. Look at this schoolgirls sewing kit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And there's the housewife next to it. Barry and I, now that I have the book also, we're going to be making these projects from this book. We are. over the next year or two, we are going to be making these projects. Look at this, alphabet pin keep disc and needle book. Adorable, or what? Yes, yes, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You're saying, I need to get that ASAP. I know that's what you're saying. There is some cross stitch in here. This page is called Samplers, and look at that. Look at that. I know. You can't resist this, can you? You cannot resist it. And look at how cute this is. Now, this is not cross stitch. This says be honest and true. It's, I don't know if this would be called embroidery, maybe primitive embroidery for sure. This says be honest and true in all that you do and all that you say at work or at play. How cute is this? I love the prim look of that. Oh, I just love it. Oh, love it. Love it. I mean, the stuff in here is just amazing. If you're a rug hooker, look at this rug. Look at this rug. Yeah, you need to run, not walk. Stitches from the Schoolhouse by Renee Plains. Run, not walk. So look for some upcoming projects. Oh, there's one right there on the back. There's a lot more in here. I didn't show you them all. You gotta have some surprises, right? All right. So that was a find from Barry's house. She also gifted me with a gorgeous project book. And honestly, I had never heard of this person before. And just recently, I watched Lisa Kindred Stitcher's video, and I think she showed 2 of these books by somebody called Tilda. Now, because I'm not a quilter, I wasn't familiar. But this one's called Homemade and Happy. And here it is. And it seems that she likes to make, she does do some quilts, I believe, but she also makes like little doll type things. Excuse me, doll type things. And some stockings in here. Look at these stars in here. Beautiful. They almost have a, what's the word I'm looking for? Scandinavian look. I think these stars are going to be in my future. Look at these stars. I love them. Now, you know me. I'll be doing them in prim fabrics, probably browns and reds, tans. Can you imagine them in the bowl? I know you can. These will be coming your way. Beautiful, beautiful projects. Homemade and Happy. Tilda. And check out Lisa Kindred Stitcher's video, because I think she shows a couple of these other Tilda books. Look at, I gotta show you quick, these 2. These are cute. Look at these trees. Adorable, adorable. See, they have a very prim shape. The thing is, she's using fabrics that are little kind of cottage garden soft, where I would be using more prim colors, but they're beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Barry. I love it. I love it. She gifted me more offcut fabrics. She gifted me some paper crafting. Look at these. Hello. 2 little kits. 2 little kits. Thank you, Barry. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I had such a good time with her. We went out to eat at this delicious Mediterranean restaurant that was out of this world. So I can't wait to go down and visit her again if she'll have me. We had so much fun, so much fun. So after that, I proceeded farther south in Ohio to Columbus, where Ohio State is. And my son had his last exam, so I had kind of the morning free. And I said, you know what? I'm going to Google just to see if there's a cross-stitch store in the area. Can I tell you there was one 10 minutes from my hotel in Upper Arlington, Ohio. And the name of the store is Cross My Heart. And I went down there, and it's a cute little store. The owner introduced herself, but I'm very sorry that I forgot her name. But I want to show you what I got there. She had a wonderful clearance bin that I rated and got a few things out of. And the first thing is a needlework press. I don't know when this was from. 2014. This is a needlework press from 2014 called Glad Tidings. How cute is that? Adorable. Adorable. I know it's Christmas, but that's okay. It's not, I don't feel like it's super Christmassy. But I think it's adorable. So there you go. Glad Tidings from Needlework Press. I did pick up another Magical Mystery. I didn't realize I didn't have this one. So that definitely completes my Magical Mystery, The Long and Winding Road. So I picked that up while I was there. Cross My Heart, Columbus, Ohio. I thought maybe the sticker might say the name of the person who owns it, but it doesn't. But it was a cute little shop. I'm wondering if any of my viewers go to that shop. Is that your LNS? It was adorable. The ladies in there, so friendly. Ooh, so friendly, so sweet. Yes, so sweet. And here is, sorry for the crinkles. Here's the other things I got off the clearance bin. This is a needlework press called Minerva Aleph, 1886. It's so cute. What year is this from? Because if you don't have 2013, 10 years ago, 2013, if you don't have this one, this is adorable. This says, be kind and affectionate to one another. Minerva Aleph, Stowupland School, aged 9 years, 1886. Look at all the beautiful colors on this. If you do not have this, check your LNS. Minerva and Friends. A collection of marking samplers. Minerva and Friends. Look at how cute. This must have been a series of some sort that Vicki did. Oh, and she's got a story about Minerva, and she also has the original, the antique on the back. Look at how beautiful. Look at how bright those colors are. Minerva. Boy, she liked her color, Miss Minerva. How cute. How cute. So yes, if you don't have this one, pick it up. It's adorable. Go Vicki. And then on the 50% bin, I got Summer at Not Forgotten Farm. Another project book. So I got 3 new project books. Woohoo! This is beautiful. Of course, you can see right on the cover there's a banner in there. Maybe I'm banner crazy. Do I have to do another banner? I might have to. Let's see if I can get to where the banner is. I don't know if I can. Let's find it. I'm not finding it in here. Oh, maybe I am. Here we are. And it's, this is also primitive. She calls it primitive cross stitch, I think, where there's not really a pattern. You just kind of, and it says summer. Might have to do that this summer. Might have to. Another banner. I'll find another spot in my house. I have lots of spots to hang things in my house. I'll find another spot. Look at these. Rosemary and Lavender. Adorable cross-stitch pillows. Rosemary and Lavender. What else is in here? Let's see. Look at our summer farmhouse sampler. Look at how cute that is. Now, I've never seen those colors in a sampler. That's adorable. That would be a beast of a house to stitch. There is a lot of stitching in that house. A lot. But cute as a button. What other one is in here? I feel like let's go towards the back. Oh, a tomato needle minder, and it's a punch needle. Oh, how cute is this? Look at this. Now that would be a real small punch needle. And now look at the inside. How cute the inside is. Is that adorable or what? That'd be a cute project. Oh, and then I gotta show you this. This is called a seeds pocket. Look at how cute. I think she appliqued on fabric, but certainly could do wool applique too. Look at how cute that little pocket is. Oh my gosh. 3 project books. I am so excited. Woo! So that was an awesome visit to Cross My Heart. And yeah, I might be visiting there again. sometime when I go down to get my son. So love that. What else do I have here? Oh, I did forget one thing. Okay, I'm kind of backpedaling slightly. When I met with Merritt at Hobby House, we decided that we're going to do a stitch along. Anybody can join us. Anybody can join us. We're starting it on Memorial Day. And it is a Americana type project. It is a blackbird and it is a Lady Liberty. Now, I happen to have this because I think I mentioned last time that my friend Gail gave me a bunch of vintage blackbird, and this was something she gifted to me. This, however, is not out of print because Merritt bought this pattern at Hobby House. It's bigger now, and I had this at home. So her and I kitted it up together. We chose, oh, I hope it's marked. Oh, I don't know if the fabric's marked. Wait a minute. Yes, I think it is. It is. This is an R&R fabric called Vintage Homespun, and it's 36 count. Let me, hang on a second, guys. Let me get a little organized here so I can show you this. Put that here, put that here, put that here, and let's put this on here. There we are. So then you can see. That's a good representation, I think. Vintage Homespun by R&R. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. I don't think there's much modeling to it, but it's very, very pretty. Very pretty. So that's what we kitted that up, and I got all the flosses. And look how beautiful these are. Oh, let me show you against the white. Probably not seeing that too well, but all right, you're gonna laugh at this story. I get home because I said to Merritt, I'm pretty sure I have that pattern. I'm pretty sure Gail gave it to me, and sure enough, she did. And this is how she gave it to me in this cute little packet. And you can see the pattern on the back. Well, I never actually opened this until I got home, and I dug it out to be sure I had it because I'm going to be starting this on Memorial Day, so a couple weeks from now. And I opened it up. Guess what's inside? Guess what's inside? Can you see there's something inside? I did not know there was something inside. Did not know that. Nope. I just thought it was a pattern. But guess what's inside? The pattern is inside, but there's something else. All the flosses are in here. I didn't have to buy the flosses. But that's okay. That's okay because we can never have too much floss. Look at this old red paint. Is that amazing or what? But apparently, this was a kit that had to have been from a retreat or something at Dying to Stitch. And I said to Gail, I said, did you know this was a kit? She said, no. I said, did you ever go to Dying to Stitch? She said, no. So where she got this, to this day, she doesn't know. I don't know where she got it, how it got into her stash, if it was a gift from a friend years ago, who knows? But I did not know that I have all of the flosses right here. So I will be using the kit flosses and I will just add the other floss that I purchased to my stash. So there you go. That was a big surprise. I had no idea, and Gail had no idea. And you couldn't tell because the way it was packaged, you could not tell that this was a kitted project. I mean, it was a little bulky, but I just thought it was because the paper was kind of folded up in there, if you know what I'm saying. So, surprise. So, if anybody would like to join Merritt and I in stitching Lady Liberty, we would love to have you join us. It's a beautiful, patriotic Americana type pattern. So, feel free to join us. Okay, so that was my Hobby House haul when I was with Merritt. So I'm looking around. I have a couple more quick items. One, I wanted to thank Lynn Ellis. She was one of my last winners, and she subsequently sent me a beautiful thank you card. So thank you, Lynn. That was so unnecessary, but so sweet. I love getting happy mail. Woohoo! So thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Lynn. And also got some happy mail from my friend Nan Lewis. You guys know her as Threadwork Primitives. Look at this gorgeous pin keep that she made. It's like a little basket. I have never seen one like this before. It's absolutely gorgeous. The wool is outstanding. I don't know how she made that flower. It looks like it's made with a rickrack. She's a genius. Look at these cute little crunchy ribbon bows. Wool on the back. A little wire hanger. Thank you so much, Nan. This is absolutely adorable. A work of art. A work of art. So there you go. She is the queen of pin keeps. The queen. Thank you, Nan. And I do not remember if I showed you this. If I already did, I apologize for showing it again. But it was a pattern that I got from my friend Kathy Lounsbury, and it's a pair, and it's made from all different fabrics. Of course, these are fabrics Barry gifted to me, and a little wool leaf, a little ribbon top, and I used maybe I did show this last time, did I? Because I mentioned I think I got this off Etsy from Bit Part Jewelry. So maybe I did show it last time. So sorry for showing it again. I couldn't remember, but it is cute. It is adorable. And I appreciate Kathy sending me that cute little pattern. That was awesome. Thanks, Kath. All right. So last, but, oh no, I have two more things. I better get going. It's almost an hour. One, plans. I'm going to do another Abecedarian. I'm doing Lady Liberty, and I'm going to finish my Life is Good pillow, and maybe get a few stitches on Sarah Fletcher. Those are my upcoming plans. Thinking a little bit ahead of time, beginning of June, Gail and I are going away for a stitchy weekend, Thursday through Sunday. Woo-hoo. It's going to be awesome. I will probably do little snippets either on Instagram or YouTube. We'll see how that plays out. So looking forward to that. And then long distance plans. I'm looking towards summertime, the first week of August. Okay, people. My daughter got a summer internship for a week in Phoenix at the National Flute Convention. And Lisa immediately got Google Maps out to see how close Phoenix was from Mesa, Arizona. Little did Lisa know that they're side by side. Woohoo! So Lisa said, dear daughter, I think I'm going to come along with you to that convention. And she wasn't sad about it. She said, that's fine, Mom, because she'll be doing her thing and I'll be doing my thing. Yes. So please, 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 I have already made my flight, and I'm renting a car, and I have that all set. It's the first week of August. I will be there, flying in on July 31st, and I think we're flying out either the 7th or 8th. I can't remember right now. So I'm going to be there a good long time. I would love to spend a lot of time at the attic. Now, I heard they're only open a few days a week. Does anybody know? Can I call there and, be there on days they're not open? I would love to meet people. If any of you are near there or want to come in and spend a few days that week, yay. I don't know where I'm staying quite yet. I haven't made hotel arrangements. She actually, part of her internship is that she stays with another intern at a hotel. I'm not even sure which one yet. So I'm going to have to stay somewhere separately. I thought about maybe an Airbnb, like a one bedroom apartment or something like that. If anybody knows anything like that, let me know. Maybe I'll just stay at a hotel. I don't know. I just figured it's a long time to stay at a hotel as far as pricing goes. And maybe there was a cheaper option if I rented a week at an Airbnb or something really small. So if you know of anything, please let me know. If anybody wants to come and join me from anywhere in the country, that'd be awesome. Or if you live close and you want to do a meetup, that would be fabulous. I am just over the moon excited about this situation, and I cannot wait to see the attic in person. And I realize I'm not going to be there at the same time that they do their summer retreat, but that's okay. That's okay. I am going to make my own fun of it and hopefully meet some people. And I just look at the attic as like a sampler museum, and I just want to spend a lot of time absorbing it because I don't know when or if I'll ever get back there, but I'm coming. I'm coming, Arizona. So I had to share that with you. And then the very last thing is we have winner chicken dinner. Do you guys remember? I'm giving away the Rosy Posey pillow, patterned by Maggie Benonamy, fabric, French General, gift from Barry. Gorgeous, stuffed with fabric and fiber fill combo. It's kind of one of those flat pillows. And who is the winner of this Rosy Posey pillow? It is somebody who has a social media name of Olde Crow. That's OLDE and separate word CROW. Olde Crow, please contact me. I will put my email below so you can email me. You can also Instagram message me if you would like to. Either way, I'm totally fine, so that I can get your address and I can mail the Rosy Posey pillow. And don't forget, my giveaway this time around is one of those paper banners. And if you just put banner in your comment, you'll be entered to win a Crimson Greenway primitive banner. Hey guys, this was so much fun. Thanks so much for joining me, and happy stitching.